My name's Steve Hayles. I'm one of the founders of Upfest. We operate Europe's largest street art festival over in Bedminster. We also do quite a lot of placemaking and public murals across the city and nationwide. We've been involved in the project for quite a long time now, we're sort of identifying the artists to get involved and working with the artists around the creation of the artwork. And also looking into how it was going to be actually put up onto the wall, materials used, and the like.
I applied through Upfest to be part of this project, sort of design the mural for the side of this eco-build, the eco-friendly way in which it's being built, and not just that, but the being able to sort of work with the residents of the building to come up with a design that they'd all sort of feel part of, and they felt sort of represented the name of the project, which is Hope Rise.
There's lots of examples of, especially sort of like existing buildings and existing communities, which have benefited from public artworks, you know, from over the last sort of like few hundred years. And more recent times, you find sort of mural artworks because they're quite quick to install, and they also engage really well with sort of like the community, and the community almost sort of takes ownership of them, it gives it helps with like an identifier for the area and the property. And like with this example here, you know, Nick's used a stork as the main sort of like character, kind of representing, you know, the building being on legs and next door to St George's Park, which you know has a stork stroke heron sort of population. We
created a survey which basically asked them all questions to what they felt might either represent hope or what they felt they would like to see on the side of the building, or what they felt other people might like to see, or what they might find aesthetically pleasing, imagery they'd like, dislike, and yeah, so we ended up with all this information, and there was quite a nice correlation actually between what most of them actually sort of felt they'd like to see, and so that made the project quite easy to sort of come up with some really nice designs, and then yeah, we finally came up with something that yeah, I hope everyone's going to like. We wanted there to be some geometric shapes which kind of shows or like represents the technology behind the eco-build, as well as some organic like plant life and organic marks to represent this sort of partnership between nature and technology. Also the idea of a bird kept coming up in the survey. Obviously birds often are used to represent hope, and there's meant to be a heron around here somewhere, and the build itself is actually built on stilts, so I felt like that was a really nice metaphor. What else? There's a coal sort of mining crane in the background, as the site used to be used as a coal mine. So it was nice to sort of pull all this imagery together and all these different elements and create something, create sort of an image based on all of that. I left home at 15 and sort of struck out on my own. And one of the things I definitely found very quickly was being able to sort of house myself, having enough money to do so, and sort of continuing to be able to afford to do so was very difficult. And just not having sort of like the guidance was really, really sort of tricky. And yeah, a project like this would have been absolutely ideal at the time. Both in artwork and music that I do, I find that it's the community where we sort of like sort of pass around ideas, work together, inspire each other, I don't know, help each other through like sort of difficult moments, I don't know, lead each other to like new opportunities. Yeah, there's so much that you can really get from communities, and sort of like not just in the traditional sense of a community, like as in like sort of residences and homes. Yeah.